Hi everyone, this is Geography Chapter 5 Mineral and Energy Resources, and in this video I'll discuss non-conventional sources of energy. The growing consumption of energy resulted in the country becoming increasingly dependent on fossil fuel. Everyday use of fuel from coal, oil and gas has been increased a lot, and it has resulted price rise and moreover shortage of these non-renewable resources. Moreover, increasing use of fossil fuel also cause serious environmental problems. Hence, there is a pressing need to use renewable sources of energy such as solar energy, wind energy, biomass energy, geothermal energy, tidal power, etc. India has abundant sunlight, water, wind and biomass from which energy can be produced. It has the largest programs for the development of these renewable energy resources. First of all, we will start discussion with nuclear or atomic energy. Nuclear energy is obtained by altering the structure of atoms. When such an alteration is made, heat is formed, and that heat is helpful to generate electric power. Uranium and thorium is used to produce nuclear energy. Jharkhand and Rajasthan has in Jharkhand and Rajasthan, these thorium and uranium is present. Of Kerala also has huge amount of thorium. Next is solar energy. India is a tropical country and it has enormous possibilities to produce solar energy, and photovoltaic technology is used to convert sunlight into solar energy. Solar energy is becoming popular in rural areas and remote areas, and it is a substitute for firewood and animal dung cake. As these firewood and animal dung cake is not good for environment, so solar energy is environment friendly, and moreover it saves animal dung to turn into manure. Next is wind power. India has great potential of wind power also. The largest wind farm cluster is located in Tamil Nadu from Nagercoil to Madurai. Apart from this, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, Gujarat also producer of wind power. Nagercoil and Jaisalmer is very well known for wind energy. Next is biomass. Shrubs, farm waste, animal waste and human waste are used to produce biomass, to produce biogas, and decomposition of organic matters yield gas, and that gas is used to produce thermal power. Biogas plants are set up in municipal, cooperative and individual levels. The plant use cattle dung are known as gobar gas plants, and these gobar gas plants in rural areas has two positive effects. One is it produce energy. The second thing is it produce better quality of manure for agriculture. Biogas is it improves the quality of manure also, as I told you, and burning fuel wood and cow dung cakes again causes environmental pollution, but biogas doesn't. Biogas is again environment friendly. Next is tidal energy. Oceanic tides, when the tide comes, the excess water of tide is trapped, and after that, with the help of turbine, electricity is produced. In India, the Gulf of Khambat, Gulf of Kutch in Gujarat, and Gangetic Delta in Sundarban regions, tidal energy is produced. Next is geothermal energy. Geothermal energy refers to the heat and electricity produced by using the heat from the interior of the earth. Earth, there is a huge amount of heat, which heat is continuously produced inside the earth, and when the groundwater came in contact with those temperature, it absorbed temperature and it turned into steam, and from that geothermal energy is produced, and this steam is used to drive turbine, and electricity is produced. There are several hundred of hot springs in India. Two experimental project has been set up in India to produce geothermal energy. One is located in Parvati Valley near Manikaran in Himachal Pradesh, and the other one is in Ladakh, Uga Valley. Next is conservation of energy resource. Every sector of the national economy like agriculture, industry, transport, commercial and domestic needs energy, and as we are consuming huge amount of energy for our daily life, so the conventional sources of energy are depleting, and as a result, we need to conserve those energies as it cannot be produced again. India is presently one of the least energy efficient countries in the world. We have a huge potential to use non-conventional energies to reduce the consumption of conventional energy. For that, what we need to do as concerned citizens, we can do our bit by using public transport system instead of individual vehicles. We need to switch off electricity when not in use. Using power saving devices can decrease the consumption of energy, and using non-conventional sources of energy also will save a lot of non-renewable energy, and after all, energy saved is energy produced. So for today this much, the chapter is over. Thank you.